Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys have had a nice week. We got college football. Week 1 starting today. Super exciting. I love college football. Really great. Glad for it to be back here. 5 matchups to start this Saturday, this early week 1, before I get started, go ahead and like and subscribe. Support the channel, guys. You guys have been great. Going to be covering college football and NFL and fantasy football all season long. So be sure to check out those videos if you guys are into it. On the weekdays when there are random games, I'll do videos like this, and there'll probably be a couple games on and I'll cover games like that. But once the weeks start going, there's so many college games. I'm not going to cover all the college games. I'm just going to do the major conferences and make a video on each conference. So I'll just do SEC games for that day, Big 10, Big 12, pretty much the power conferences. I'll cover those for the most part. And going to hop into it here. Got a really good 1 p.m. matchup starting with the Nebraska Cornhuskers versus the Illinois Fighting Illini. Currently Nebraska opening up as 7-point favorites with the over-under at 53.5. I do see not much stats to really go off of because it is week 1, but Martinez has been named the starter for Nebraska. For Illinois, Peters has been named the starter. Neither team did very well last season. Nebraska had a little bit better of a season than Illinois. Brett Bielema coming in for the coach for Illinois. He's all about running and defense. So I expect this to be a more improved Illinois team. Nebraska been very kind of lackluster this last few years. Head-to-head here, the last 10 games, Nebraska 6-2, 4-4 against the spread. Scoring 34.38 points per game against Illinois, getting 280 rushing yards on the ground, 214 passing yards a game, finishing with 494 total yards of offense against Illinois. Only scoring 22 points in their last 10 meetings, getting 188 yards rushing, passing for 168, only finishing with 357.5 total yards. We have Nebraska, dating back from last season, 4-1 in their last 5 games against Illinois, 4-2 against the spread in their last 6. Illinois kind of finished the season not too good, just 3-7, covering the spread in their last 10, 1-7 at home. Haven't looked that good here, but I think the new and improved Illinois team, Brett Bielema, is going to bring that tough mentality, especially with the offense. They're going to run the ball, and they're going to play defense. Not impressed with Nebraska here. We're going to see what happens week 1. I'd like Illinois +7. Go ahead and buy that half a point, make it +7.5. I think that's a really good bet there. Going to roll with Illinois +7, and going to take the under 53.5. I think a lot of nerves in game 1, so could lead to some low scoring totals. Next matchup, we have the Uconn Huskies versus the Fresno State Bulldogs. Fresno State opening up as the favorite at -27.5 with the over-under at 63. These two teams haven't even played. No head-to-head battles at all for either club. Not too much information on this game here. UConn, very bad. One of the worst teams in college football last season. Just very awful. I kind of expect the same thing here. Fresno State wasn't that good, but they could score. They could definitely put up some points. UConn 1-10 in their last 11, 1-12 on the road, 1-18 in their last 19 games on Saturday. This is a very bad UConn team. It's a new season though. We'll see what happens here. Fresno State, 3-7 in their last 10, playing really good football at home here. 14-5 at home. 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games in week 1. So they play really good in week 1 here. Not too much information to go off of here. -27.5 is a lot, but this UConn team is pretty bad. Maybe buy some points down for Fresno State, but I'm going to take them at -27.5. With college football, I love doing teasers. I forgot to say in the video, but I will be doing a teaser at the end of the video and a parlay, so be sure to check that out. I should have opened with that, but if you stayed this long, you'll get the parlay and the teaser. Going to be doing those all season long, but going to take Fresno State minus 27.5. Going to take the under 63. I just don't think Uconn puts too much points up on the board here. Next matchup, we have the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors versus the UCLA Bruins. UCLA opening up as the favorite at minus 17.5. Hawaii plus 17.5 with the over-under at 67.5. Head-to-head, they only played one time. UCLA winning that matchup. The score was 56-23. UCLA 132 rushing yards, 373 passing yards, total of 505 yards in that game. Hawaii 281 yards rushing, 234 yards passing, finished with 515 yards. From the last matchup, this is going to be a non-defensive battle. I expect a lot of points to be put up in this matchup here. Hawaii, 10-5 in their last 15 games, 6-0 covering the spread in their last 6 games in August. Interesting stat there. UCLA 3-7 in their last 10. 3-7 at home. Kind of struggled at home here. Hawaii is always a fun game to watch. Can always score, but really no defense for this Hawaii team. Always high expectations for UCLA. I do like UCLA in this matchup. I'm not in love with the minus 17.5 here. These teams, it's hard to do money line in college football for these favorites, so you're going to have to add them to some parlays. I do like UCLA in a parlay. I like UCLA by some points, maybe by 3 points, depending on how much you can get, but we'll go with UCLA minus 17.5. Going to add them to a teaser, though. That's really the move here. I think the better play is going to be the over 67.5. I'm going to be teasing all these college football games, and that's usually how I make all my money, teasing it. But I do expect a lot of points to be put up, over, let's see, almost 80 points in the last matchup. I do expect a lot of points here. Going to take the over, and we're going to go with UCLA. Next matchup, we have the UTEP Miners versus the New Mexico State Aggies. UTEP opening up as the favorite at minus 10. New Mexico plus 10 with the over-under at 59. Head-to-head, UTEP 7-3 in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. They've averaged 34 points, 237 yards rushing, 220 passing yards, averaging 458 yards against New Mexico State. New Mexico State averaging 27 points per game against UTEP, 441 yards rushing and 247 yards passing. UTEP currently, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5, 3-16 in their last 19. Didn't really play too well, but this New Mexico State team wasn't very good. 3-13 in their last 16, 3-6 against the spread in their last 9. Not a matchup I love here, but it is football. I do like UTEP minus 10. I'm going to add them to some teasers and parlays. Going to take UTEP minus 10. Going to go with the over 59. In the last matchup, we had the Southern Utah Thunderbirds versus the San Jose State Spartans. San Jose State opening up as 24-point favorites with the over-under at 56.5. These teams have only played twice. San Jose State averaging 31.50 points per game, 128 yards rushing and 244 yards passing, averaging 372 total yards. Southern Utah only averaging 9 points in their last 2 matchups, not very good. 170 yards rushing and 170 yards passing, finishing with 341 total yards. Southern Utah on a 10-game losing streak to end the season, 0-10 on the road. This was a very bad Southern Utah team. San Jose State, really good last season. Played really well, could definitely score. We'll see if they have that nice passing attack this season as well. Finished 8-1 in their last 9, 6-0 at home. Love San Jose State in this matchup. Going to take them minus 24. Maybe tease them some points here. And, I'm going to take the under 56.5. I just don't think it's something Utah can score too much here. So, going to roll with San Jose State and the under. All right, and that's going to be it for the video. I was going to do a teaser for this video, but I'm just going to make a separate video with my parlay and teaser. Go ahead and check that video out right after you watch this. I'll have my best play on the board. And it's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Excited for football. I'll be doing these, covering most of the college games. And excited. Good luck with your picks on parlays on Saturday, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.